All right, let's talk about a game that, for all intents and purposes, was over. I mean, the stats guys have already packed up and gone home. But as we all know in sports, the numbers, they don't always get the final say. We're going to break down what's being called the miracle in Chicago.
And this quote right here, it just nails it. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill comeback. No, this was a total 180-degree flip, a statistical impossibility playing out right before everyone's eyes. And it all came down to one final jaw-dropping play.
Okay, so just picture it. You're in overtime. The entire game is hanging in the balance. The rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams, he drops back and just launches one deep. And there's DJ Moore pulling it in for a 46-yard touchdown. The place just erupted. I mean, this is the stuff they make movies about. Truly legendary. And that was it. That was the game. A victory for the Chicago Bears that they literally ripped from the jaws of what looked like certain defeat. So the big question is, how? How in the world did they even get there? How do you beat a 99% probability of losing?
So to really get how insane this was, we've got to rewind. We have to go back to that moment where all hope seemed lost. Let's dive into the last 2 minutes of the game when the Bears were staring down that big, scary 99% wall of defeat.
Yeah, you're seeing that right. 99%. With just 2 minutes on the clock, that was the Packers' win probability. I mean, in the world of sports analytics, that's basically a lock. It's a done deal. Why? Because being down 10 points with that little time, you need everything, and I mean everything, to go perfectly just to have a prayer. The game was over. Or so everyone thought.
So, let's walk through this craziness. At the 2-minute warning, Packers are cruising, up by 10. The Bears, they scramble and kick a quick field goal. Okay, fine, it's 16-9. But here's the thing, they need the ball back right now. Their only shot is the Hail Mary of special teams plays, the onside kick. And you're not going to believe it, they get it. They actually recover the thing. That's domino number 1. From there, they're racing the clock, drive down the field, and punch in the tying touchdown with only 24 seconds left. I mean, it was just a flawless, unbelievable chain of events. And just so we're all on the same page, an onside kick is a massive gamble. The success rate for these things in the NFL, it's somewhere around, 10, maybe 15%? So most of the time that play fails and the game is over. The fact that the Bears pulled it off, with all that pressure, that wasn't just luck, that was the spark. That was the moment the impossible started to feel possible.
So that unbelievable sequence forces overtime, and that sets up this incredible, dramatic stage for the two quarterbacks. One of them was about to have the best moment of his career, and the other, well, he was about to have his worst.
Now let's look at the Packers side of things. The pressure was just massive. Their starter, Jordan Love, he's out with a concussion. So backup Malik Willis is thrust into the spotlight. It's overtime, he's got the ball, this is his shot, his chance to be the hero, to win the game for Green Bay right then and there. But then disaster strikes. On an absolutely critical play, Willis fumbles the snap. And a snap fumble, I mean, that's just a gut punch. It's one of the most basic and most crushing mistakes a QB can make. The ball's on the ground, players are diving everywhere, and just like that, it's a turnover. It was the exact opening the Bears were praying for.
And that right there, that's the brutal, beautiful cruelty of football, isn't it? One guy's heartbreaking mistake becomes the other guy's chance to be a hero. Willis's fumble gave the ball right back to the Bears. And what happens? Just a few plays later, the rookie Caleb Williams, he grabs that opportunity with both hands and throws the game-winning touchdown. Heaven and hell on opposite sidelines. Now, a comeback like this is amazing any day of the week, but you have to understand the context here because it makes this whole thing even crazier. This wasn't just any win. This was a massive shakeup in a super tight divisional race. I mean, we're talking about the Bears and the Packers. This is one of the oldest, nastiest rivalries in all of professional sports. These teams, their fans, they flat out do not like each other. So this game wasn't just about being in first place in the NFC North. Oh no. This was about bragging rights. This was personal. And just look at this table. It shows you exactly what was on the line with that one touchdown pass. Before the game, they're tied, neck and neck for first place. After the game, the Bears are all alone at the top. In a division this competitive, a swing like that could be the thing that decides who makes the playoffs and who's watching from the couch. So we're left with this question, right? A win this huge, this emotional, against your biggest rival to take over the division lead, it feels like so much more than just one game on the schedule. It feels like one of those moments that can totally define a season. So the question is, was this just a one-off, a lucky break? Or was this the moment the Chicago Bears announced to the rest of the league that they were for real?